In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Gemini in Google Drive to chat with your files. By the end, you'll know exactly where to find Gemini inside Google Drive, how the chat panel works, and a few practical tips to get helpful answers from your documents. A quick heads up before we start, this feature is available only with a premium plan, so if you don't see the Gemini option, your account may need an upgrade. First, open Google Drive in your web browser and sign into the account you want to use. Give the page a moment to load your files and folders. It helps to have the document you want to discuss already in your Drive, whether it's a doc, a spreadsheet, a slideshow, or a PDF. If you're working across multiple accounts, double-check that you're in the right one because Gemini's availability and access depend on the signed-in account. Next, click the Gemini option inside Drive. Depending on your layout, you'll typically see it in the toolbar or as a button that opens a panel on the right side of the screen. When you click it, a chat window slides in. This is where you can type your questions and get answers that reference the files you're working with. If the panel doesn't appear right away, try refreshing the page and make sure pop-up blockers or browser extensions aren't interfering. Once the panel is open, start by telling Gemini what you need. You can mention the file by name, select it in Drive, or open it in a tab while chatting so the assistant understands the context. Ask for a summary of a long document, a list of action items from meeting notes, key trends from a spreadsheet, or a concise explanation of a complex slide. The clearer your prompt, the more precise the response. If the first answer isn't quite right, refine your request by adding detail, like the sections to focus on or the tone you want. For larger files, give it a few extra seconds to process. A couple of important tips. Gemini can only access files you have permission to view, so shared items with restricted access won't be available in the chat. Avoid pasting sensitive information into the conversation. If you don't see the Gemini button, your plan may not include it yet, or the feature may not be available in your region, and that's it. Open Google Drive, click Gemini to bring up the side panel, and start chatting with your files to work faster and more confidently.